What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 here in the winter season. Although if you haven't seen the winter season in Horizon 5 yet, you'd be very confused. There is very little snow on the map. Actually, if you look to the left, that is the volcano up there, and you can see there's snow on the cap of that, but that is all the snow that is on the map as far as I'm concerned. So big change from Horizon 4, which is a very welcome change. You know, I'm not a big fan of the snow all over the map, so it's great to see that we don't have to worry about that in the winter season. So we're driving around in our Pagani Huayra BC that we unlocked in the last video. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. But today we're going to be jumping into the next seasonal championship here in the winter season, and the one we're going to do next is going to be the No Expense Spared. So this one will get us the 2005 Ford GT, and you can see here the car restriction is Horizon Special and High Rollers, and it has to be an S1 900 class car. So if we take a look here at eligible cars, so these are cars that are just stock that are eligible. You'll notice something very common with all of them. They are very expensive. So the car has to be, for the high roller classification, has to be more than 2 million credits. So that's a very big investment for a Ford GT. But I will give you some kind of hint if you don't have that many credits and you want to complete this challenge. You can see the Italia design Zareno or whatever it is in this classification. And that's actually what you get for 22 points on the season. So right now I have 10 points, and all I've done is the Real Deal and the monthly rivals, which is easy enough to get. That gets you 4 points on all the seasons. I think this gets 5. And then I've done, I think, one of these, the daily challenges, yeah, for 1 point. So that got me 10 points. If I look through here really quickly, the weekly Forzathon challenge will get you 5. So we need 12 points, 12 more points to get to the 22 points here. So the weekly Forzathon challenge will get you 5. I'm not going to even count the Horizon Arcade because I did one and it didn't work for me. So we're going to skip that. We're going to skip the trial right now. We're not going to count that in. That would get you the points very easily, but you need a collector series car, which is rather expensive as well. So you could also do the event lab, which I don't know how hard it is. I'm assuming it's easy enough. So that gets you 8 points between the event lab and the weekly Forzathon challenge. And then you could do the 3. I mean, you wouldn't have to do all 3 of them. You'd only need to do 2 of them. But you could do 2 of the seasonal PR stunts, and that would get you the 12 points that you need. And then you'd be able to use that Italia Designs car in this. But I'm not actually using that car. I really thought I should have, but I didn't want to buy it and then win it again, if that makes sense. I just want to get this video out for you guys in case you might have one of the cars that we're about to use in your garage already from like a wheel spin or something. So I'm going to jump into the first car. We're going to go ahead and head over to the event start. Sorry I rambled. This is kind of a long intro, but we'll go ahead and jump into it. All right, the first car that we're going to be using here is our Lamborghini Centenario. If you've played Horizon 3 rather, on the same account, you should have gotten this as a loyalty reward. So there's a good chance that you might have this car in your garage already. But the share code for the tune, along with the tuner's name that we're using, will be up on the screen if you want to check it out. But we'll see how this does. Again, we're racing other S2 class cars, or S1 class cars rather. So gonna be rather quick, but we'll see what the Centenario can do. It's really never let us down in any of the challenges that we've used it in the past. And with the Grundy tune on it, I don't have any doubt that it won't be a good vehicle. And let's check out those races. We've got circuit races all around. Okay, I mean, that's fine. In these hypercars, it should be fine. All right, Bola Ocho circuit is our first race here. As default, it should have highly skilled difficulty locked, so you cannot change it, so that should be fine. I know a lot of people have put in the comments that it's not actually giving them the car when they win the tournament or the championship. So I think it's a bug in the game right now. Hopefully they fix it relatively soon, but you know, we can only hope. But let's see how the Centenario does here. Circuit's a little wet. We got all kinds of super duper awesome cars that we're racing against. Got the McLaren or the Mercedes CLK there. Up on the inside, we're up into 4th. I think is that an Enzo in front of us? Can't tell if that's an Enzo or not. We'll be able to tell once we get past it. It is an Enzo. That's what I thought. So that's the Italia Designs car right there. That's the one that you get for winning or getting 22 points on the winter season here. And we're up into 1st, so we should just have to maintain it now. Centenario is definitely a well enough car to handle this circuit. I think it's nice doing these circuit races with, you know, faster cars. But yeah, we should be fine here. This tune obviously is going to be more than enough to handle at least this circuit. But I would imagine it would be fine to handle all of the races. So I'm going to skip to the end of the race unless anything interesting happens. And I'll see you guys there. Alright, coming up on the last turn now. This thing absolutely gapped the Drivatars, so my suggestion is if you have this, if you've got the Centenario, definitely worth throwing the tune on it and using it. The tune for me cost me 17 grand, 17,000 credits, but I also had the Centenario upgraded all the way at one point, so there's a good chance it'll cost you more. So we got 20 points there for coming in 1st. And we'll go ahead and move into the second race and into our second car. All right, the next car we're going to be using is, we're jumping back into another Pagani. This is the Zonda Cinque Roadster. I don't remember exactly how I got this. I don't remember if it was a wheel spin or what, but it's a car that meets the criteria. So I just want to give, you know, as many options as I can. Obviously, it's limited to just 3, but we'll jump into this one. The tune for this one and the share code for the tune, along with the tuner's name, will be up on the screen now. But this one costs 33,000 credits to put the upgrade on. But yeah, I mean, it costs more than $2 million to buy the actual car. But if you've got it in your garage from, I don't remember how I got it, if it was through like storyline progression or accolades or what, but I'm pretty certain it was a wheel spin. So if you randomly have it in your garage, we'll see how it does with this tune, and we'll go ahead and jump into the next race. All right, here we go in the Tierra Prospera circuit, I think. And we're going to jump into it here in our Pagani. It looks like the track is wet again. So might have to deal with a little bit of slip and slide, but we'll see how it does. Ooh, F1 just like turned into us really weird like. Gonna go up on the inside there. Ooh, hard on the brakes there. That is a very sharp turn that I was not ready for. Come on, let's get it going. This thing feels really grounded. Like right there, I'm not gonna even brake. Right there, I just let off the gas a little bit. Could have used the brake a little bit. That's the Italia design there. Get up on the inside. Yeah. I think, you know, if you don't have any of these cars, it's definitely worth trying to get through some of the other events in the festival playlist to get that 22 points that you need. Because I bet that that's probably a really good car to do this event with. Again, I didn't go and buy the car. I did buy one car. Our next car is the actual car that I bought just so I would have 3 options for you guys. But I didn't buy that Zentura. I don't even know if you can buy it from the auto show. But up in the first though, we're sitting really good. I don't have any doubt that this Pagani is going to have any issues. Again, it's the same tuner that we've used for many, many tunes and have never had an issue with from Grundy. If you ever find any of his tunes that you're using for anything, I bet that Italia Designs has one. from Ugrundy, but you could never really go wrong with his tunes. They're always really, really good. I used them all in Horizon 4 for a lot of the festival events in that, so if you're looking for a tune and you see Ugrundy, I would go ahead and bank on it being a pretty good one, especially if it's made specific for an event that you're looking at. So, but we are well in front again here in our Pagani, so we'll go ahead and jump to the end of the race unless anything interesting happens, and I'll see you guys here in a second. Alright, we got just a few more little bends and turns left, but you can see we absolutely killed the drivatars in our Zonda, so definitely worth using that as well. It would be a hard fight to determine which one is better between the Centenario and the Zonda, so if you've got one or the other, they're definitely both very well worth it in this event. So we got 20 more points there. As you can see on the leaderboard here, we have 40 in total on the championship now. So we're going to go ahead and move into that final race and jump into our final car. All right, our final vehicle here that we're using in the last race is the 1995 Ferrari F50. So this car is the one that I actually bought from the auto show. It was the cheapest car that meets the criteria and also allows us to use it in another one of the festival playlist events here in the future, which is the trial event. So that's why I invested in this one. So this one cost $2 million on the dot to buy the car, and then the tune itself is 52,000 credits. And the tuner's name, along with the share code for the tune, will be up on the screen now if you want to check it out. But yeah, like I said, this is the cheapest car that you can buy. There's another one at $2 million, but this one allows us to use it in the trial event as well. So it's kind of like an investment in both of those events. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into this last race and see what the Ferrari F50 can do here on circuit races in Horizon 5. All right, the Los Jardines circuit, and we're jumping in again to the F50. Something you should take note of is there is two F50s in the auto show. There's one that's A-class and one that's S2 class, I think. Make sure you're buying the A-class one. This is just the regular F50. I don't remember what the other one was called, but don't buy that one because I don't know that you can downgrade it enough to get it into S1. So just make sure you're paying attention, buying the $2 million or 2 million credit one, not the expensive or the more expensive F50 that's in S2 class, I think is what it's at. Something else to note that is you don't have to use 3 different vehicles in these events. I do it just to provide extra content to you guys, so you only have to pick one of the vehicles to use. Again, I just use 3 just to help. You know, you guys, if you don't have one of the cars, you may have another one. There's a better chance of that if I use 3 of them. So just make sure that you are aware that you do not have to get 3 cars to do these events. So the F50's holding in tight. It's got a little bit of understeer, but I mean, it's not that bad. It's definitely a pretty good tune though. It's a tune from a guy that I haven't used before. At least I don't remember it, at least if I did. So pretty good wraps. I think it was from Oliver B81, I think was the tuner's name. Again, it would have been up on the screen when we were doing the car introduction. But yeah, pretty good tune. The only thing I have against it is it's got a little bit of understeer, which is manageable once you get used to the car. So I'll also show you a pretty easy little trick on this circuit. If you take this turn like wide enough, you can kind of just skip like right through that, and the drivatars have to take that a little slower. So that could be a really good spot for you guys to gain some grounds on the drivatars if you're having some issues. So, but we are rocking and rolling. That understeer is kind of getting to me there. It's not bad. It's just I'm not used to it yet. And the nice thing about that too is if you guys are doing these events and you're using one car, you'll kind of get used to how that car drives after that first event, really, and you'll be able to handle them a little bit better going into the second too. So since I'm just jumping in and out of cars, it's a little more difficult on me. But the Pagani and the Centenario drove almost identical, it felt like. So But this one, again, it's just got a little bit of understeer. Nothing outrageous. Just kind of have to reel it in a little bit more and not miss checkpoints. I cut that one way too short there. Brake a little bit more. I always hit that wall. Just the understeer coming in. Go across the line with a nice little bit of showmanship there. And first place. Alright, so that gets us 20 more points, and it'll finish out the championship with a total of 60. That'll get us the W there, and that'll unlock that 2005 Ford GT. Alright, so it says the Ford GT is a hard car to get, and I already have 2 of them somehow, so not sure how hard of a car it is to get. I don't even remember how I got it. I'm assuming I got it in a wheel spin for the other one. But there you go. That's getting the 2005 Ford GT here in Forza Horizon 5's winter season of series number 1. I hope you guys did have a great rest, or I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you found the video helpful or enjoyed it. If you did, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 5 content. If you are still around, I want to go ahead and let you know that I am doing a Forza Horizon 5 giveaway here on the channel, and I'll put a link to that, or a card to that video for more details up in the corner now. But yeah, I hope you guys do have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video.